Genesis chapter 3 is often referred to as the fall of creation. It truly is a disaster in paradise. We hear strange but powerful things: the tree of knowledge, the tree of life, a talking serpent, a cherubim, which is something like an angel with a flaming sword. But I want to return to this idea of the triangle and the three spheres between God, creation, and humanity. In Genesis 1 and 2, we see that all three of these spheres are in perfect harmony with one another. Humanity looks at God as someone to trust. Humanity looks at creation as something to take care of. But instead, in this story, the perception shifts. The serpent tells Eve to second guess God, to see God with suspicion, to no longer depend on God, but to become God. Through this trick, Eve, instead of viewing creation as something to take care of, steals fruit from the one tree that was forbidden because it would cause death. We might call this the fall, but I call it the fracture. In this moment, fractures take place between the three spheres of God, humanity, and creation. Something of creation, serpent, ends up misleading humanity. Humanity's actions causes the ground to become cursed, and when God comes walking in the garden, humanity goes away from God and ends up hiding. Though this is truly a disaster, I do want to say that it is a fracture, not a severance. I don't know if you've ever fractured a bone before. A fracture hurts deeply. There's a crack in the bone, and healing takes a long time. But a fracture is different from a severed bone. Fractures are painful, but there's still connection. The relationship between God and humanity is broken in a fractured way. There's a deep wound in humanity because God does not separate from humanity. Instead, God comes near. God comes walking in the breeze of the day. This word for breeze is the same word used in Genesis 1 to talk about God's Spirit hovering over the chaotic waters. Just like God brought peace out of chaos in the beginning, God will bring peace in the midst of the chaos of this middle place. Genesis 3 emphasizes vision. Even Eve sees and desires the fruit that is forbidden. Adam and Eve's eyes are opened when they eat of it. What it seems to be saying is where our eyes go, our hearts follow. And so what is your forbidden fruit? The thing that you crave so badly instead of trusting in God. The thing that the world obsesses over instead of looking at God. The way to return to a new beginning is by setting our eyes on Jesus. Instead of focusing on creation, focus on the one that is beyond creation. Though in this moment earth is marred, we are promised of one to come who will deal with the curse. Genesis 3, verse 15 says something so profound. God says, "And I will put hostility between you and the woman, and between your offspring and her offspring. He will strike your head, and you will strike his heel." This one is Jesus. He makes a new earth. He gives a new beginning. And when we see him and desire him, he makes us a new creation. Where your eyes go, your heart will follow. So let's fix our eyes on Jesus, the image of the invisible God.